Hello, we are live on YouTube. All right, so I am super excited for this. I've never gone live on my channel before, so I'm like, squirrel! But I'm so excited to be reviewing your channels. So I want to make sure that, hello everyone. Yes, I can see the chat now. Okay, so I would love to know where you are coming from right now. I know I got loads of comments from everyone who voted on having this live, and we try to figure out the time. So it would be awesome to hear where you're coming from. And I'm already seeing people who are wanting to get an audit. So amazing. I will not be able to get to everyone's today because sadly, I think we won't have time. I'm going to probably go for like 45 minutes to an hour, depending. But yeah, even if you don't get your channel audited today, I'm going to try and do, if all goes well today, I'm going to try and make them more of a regular thing. Okay. Because I love this community. I want to be able to give back more to those of you who have been on my channel a lot and they're always supporting me. I think it'd just be a great way to kind of give back a bit and share my expertise with y'all's channels. So I came back from Tennessee recently, so I'm trying it out. Do we have anybody from here from Tennessee? All right, so I'd love to see. Wow, we've got Florida. I went to school in Florida, New Jersey, South Georgia, Ecuador, amazing, Tallahassee, Australia, Melbourne. Ooh, thanks for being here, Tanya. I wonder what time it is there. Chicago, yes, I am from Chicago. Gotta love those Midwesterners. Amazing. All right. Cool. Well, it's so exciting to see everyone. So, what's going to happen is I will have everyone, if you want to get your channel audited, you will send me the link. And so I'm going to need you to send me some information. I'm right now using StreamYard, so I'm going to put up a banner of some info that I'm going to need. All right? So, if you could please send in the chat box your channel link. So I need a link to your channel in the comment section. And then I need to know, like, you need to give me a sentence of what your niche is about, or like what you think it's about. Okay. Maybe you're like, I don't know what my niche is, which I get a lot. I totally understand if you don't know what your niche is, but definitely send me in that sentence. Okay. So awesome. So yeah, if you send me in the link, and then make sure you also tell me what your channel is all about. Yes, Ari, I am from Wheaton, from Wheaton, Illinois. Does anybody know where Wheaton, Illinois is? It's, everybody knows Naperville. Nobody knows Wheaton, but Wheaton, if you are Christian, you know, because Wheaton College is like a really well-known Christian college. So that's like the one thing that people know Wheaton for. Other than that, oh, the Billy Graham Center's there too. But if you are not religious at all, then that probably means nothing to you. Other than that, nobody knows what Wheaton is or where Wheaton is. Okay, so I'm looking at myself on also, I can see the live just in case it's slow or not. Okay, so all right, so I see Spencer's here. I've got a channel. Lindsay, right now, I am in California. Okay, let's get into it. So I've got some channels, and we've got Spencer here. I'm going to, okay, so Spencer, what is up? Okay, Spencer has a videography channel and cinematography. So let's check it out. So what's really cool about StreamYard is I can share my screen. So I'm going to go ahead and head to Spencer's channel. Okay. This is exciting for me. This is my first time ever using StreamYard too. So if I'm a little slow in the beginning, don't worry, we're gonna get into it. And I even made a Google Doc of some of the things that I want you to be looking at your channel. While I go through these, I want you to also look at your channel and think, do I have these things? And you could be tweaking these things. I'm going through them. Okay. So Spencer, I'm pulling up your channel here. Here we go. All right, cool. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to share Spencer's channel with you all, and then we're going to look at this together, okay? And then I'm going to be looking at, right now I'm at 504 in the chat box. So I'll be getting to other ones who are sending me the links. I see Marketing by Shelby. I'll be sure to get to yours, and Dogs Discovery, okay? So I'm going to mark those in my brain. Okay. All right, so Spencer, let's get to it. I'm going to share my screen. And okay, here we go. Share screen. Okay. Again, stick with me because this is my first time using screen. Okay. StreamYard. Has anybody heard of StreamYard? If you haven't yet, I'm going to make a video all about it. So it's another reason I'm doing these lives too, is just like learn a little bit more about going live, because how interesting that. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Spencer's. Okay. So can people see this? Ooh, let's see on my phone. All right. So Spencer, let's look at your channel. All right. So if we look at Spencer's channel, and I'm sorry that the light is streaming in, I really the channel banner. So there's some things that we want to look at when we're looking at a channel. When you first get onto somebody's homepage, it's super important to understand right away, what is it that you're all about? So what is it they're all about, and how are you going to help me? Okay. So when you look at your channel, I want you to ask yourself those questions. So what I love is that Spencer's name is like right up front and center. That's amazing. Even if you have a channel that's like a different name other than your name, like Adventure Family, you should have then your names on it so that people actually know you, build that relationship. So I really like to see that we have a Spencer's name here, Lifestyle Exploration Products. So I would love for this to be a lot more specific, Spencer. So if you could tell me, like, I can look at more at your channel, right? But I want to know more, like, okay, lifestyle exploration products, what does that mean? That's pretty vague. I want to know specifically, when I get on your channel, what are you going to offer me? And so can you make it a little bit more specific? Like, I help, and who are you helping to, and how do you help them? Or if it is more like kind of getting the products that they want, or videography stuff, like make it really specific. So I'd love if this was more specific. If you had your niche statement within this, I think it'd be great. And I love that you have a picture of yourself. So I think it's awesome. I do always recommend that you have a picture of yourself in your channel banner, and you have a picture of yourself in your photo here, and that they're different. I think it's nice. It gives people two different vibes of you. So that's really cool. All right. You have a channel featured video, which is awesome. And so usually I recommend for this to be like your most popular video, or one that you think is like the most helpful to your audience. So if that's the case for this one, that's awesome. Even here, done is better than perfect is quite vague. So I know you had told me that you were videography and cinematography, right? And so if that's the case, I would have a video title that aligns more with the videography and cinematography stuff. Okay. Or at least the title to be more specific, right? When you say done is better than perfect, I don't know what you're talking about. Even my journey with perfectionism, maybe it could be more specific, like my journey with perfectionism in cinematography. Ooh, see how like even just adding that makes it so much more specific. Okay. So love that. Now we go into the playlists. So scrolling down, it's really important that you have very specific playlists. If you haven't watched my video yet on how I recommend setting up your homepage, definitely recommend checking that out. I will link that on all these links of these videos I want you to watch after I do this audit. Okay, so we can see here he's got main content. And so that's going to be, I think, the most recent content. That's cool. And then product reviews for content creators. So even this playlist could be more specific, right? Product reviews for content creators. Again, if you are trying to get into videography and cinematography, then you want it to be specific. What kinds of products? So if these are mostly videos, is what I'm seeing, it should be like camera reviews for content creators, right? Make it more specific, because products, I mean, that could be so many things. And if you're mainly focusing on footage and video, then you could do like photos. You could even make them more specific, like photography cameras. Is that a thing? I don't know. Okay. But like photo camera reviews for content creators, and then like video, because I know for me, I search differently for like cameras to click like this with, and then like video cameras. So those could be two separate playlists. How to make money with freelance videography. I think that's a really good playlist, and that's definitely niche enough. And then you've got your shorts. So overall, I think this is an awesome start, Spencer. I would just change some of these things to make it a little bit more specific. Last thing I will say too is when looking at your thumbnails, make sure that you have in the beginning a more cohesive vibe to your thumbnails. In the beginning, people don't know you. So you want to make sure your thumbnails are very similar in, I could look at them and be like, oh, that's Spencer's, right? So for me, I used to always have a color in my thumbnail and a picture of my face. Now that I know I'm more recognizable, I can just use a photo of my face and know people are going to, oh, that's Danny's video. But in the beginning, people didn't know who I was. So you want to either always have your face in it, and then also try and use like the same kind of vibe, fonts, and colors in the beginning to allow people to come back to your video specifically, right? I wouldn't necessarily know that these videos were made by the same person unless I were to look at the name on the bottom, and you want it to be immediate when you see the videos. But overall, I think like this is a really strong thumbnail. The thumbnails are looking pretty good. But if you can add those photos of your face bigger in the thumbnails, that would be awesome. Okay, so woo, first channel review. We done. Awesome. So hopefully that was really helpful to you, Spencer. Awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad. Okay. So let's go back into it. Now I want to go to, I know. Okay. So I had next, we had, okay, I'm going to go kind of in order here. And I know there are a couple that I recommended. So let's go to the Broken Masterpiece. The Broken Masterpiece. Are you still with me? Are you still with me here? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. This lighting is go. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and back up a little so this is not in my eyes, but we just might have to deal with it. Okay. So we're going to do the Broken Masterpieces. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm glad this is really helpful, right? Like even doing Spencer's, you could see that there are a lot of these things that you should be applying to your channel right now. Okay. So, oh, thank you so much. I got my headband in Vietnam at a convenience store. I think like a gas station, but I can't remember. Okay. Let me pull up the Broken Masterpiece here. The Broken Masterpiece. I love that name. Okay. So the Broken Masterpiece, she said, my channel is about teaching furniture, flipping, restoration, and build projects. So cool. Love that niche. Okay, so I'm going to screen share it with you, hers now. And I also want to kind of take you through really quick. I'm going to show you the guide that I'm basing these off of. I think that would be really helpful for everyone as well. So I'm going to share both of these things with you. All right. So let me see here. Going to screen share. Thank you everyone for being so patient with me. And we're going to share the Broken Masterpiece. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to make myself like a little bit smaller here so that we can give a look-skis to her channel. Or is that, what do we prefer? Look, isn't this so cool? In real time, I can do this. Okay, I'll stop. All right, so I am looking at the Broken Masterpieces. Now, I would love to know, first and foremost, what is your name? Can you tell me, Broken Masterpiece, what is your name? Because I don't see it on here. Do we see it on here? I don't see it on here. And that's super, super vital. So like, I can see that you are the face of your brand, right? And so it's going to be really important. Kristen. Yes, Kristen. Okay. So Kristen, I need to know your name, and you want to build name recognition. Even if you like, I love the Broken Masterpiece. I think it's a really beautiful name, but I need to get onto your channel and be like, oh, it's Kristen of the Broken Masterpiece. It makes it so much more personable, right? Like even now knowing your name, I feel like I have this connection with you. And so super vital that we know your name right away. So this is what I recommend to do. You want to put your name, and it should say right here, it should say Kristen of the Broken Masterpiece, or Kristen at the Broken Masterpiece, or Kristen and then like the dash, the Broken Masterpiece. Okay, so the name should always be first. Then what I would do too with the channel banner is, I like the Broken Masterpiece here. It should again say your name. So even if you don't want to use your last name or whatever, you could just be Kristen. Like, hey, you know, this it could be the Broken Masterpiece, and then this sentence could be, hey, I'm Kristen. I'm helping you find the masterpiece within. This is furniture restoration, painting, flipping. So see how easily you could add your name into the niche statement here as well. But I think this is a really awesome sentence. Furniture restoration, painting, flipping, and building for the DIYer. That's awesome. Add your name into it. And then I would just take one picture of yourself, like I love it shows like maybe the different feelings of doing restoration, but I would say pick one photo of you and then maybe like have a photo of like that's more like DIY, right? To kind of fit that. That's just like a recommendation. You don't have to do that by any means. But I also like that you have your URL here. I think that's really awesome. Just know that the way that this is set up right now on mobile, this is probably going to cut off. So you really want to make sure, and for everybody watching right now, you're going to want to make sure that and I'm going to add these links for you right here. I'm going to send these links into StreamYard right now. You can probably see me copying and pasting them, but I want you to make sure that you watch my YouTube channel banner tutorial. It has a template in it, and that way it doesn't cut off, because I'm pretty sure that would cut off on a phone. Okay, so then if we scroll through, so we know what her channel is all about, so that's really great. She's going to add in her name, and then awesome, getting to 961 subscribers. Amazing. And we can see here she's got her most recent videos, which is great. I recommend to do that, having your most recent videos first, and then you have shorts. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you add in playlists, okay? And if you don't know how to add playlists, I just added a link to a video of how you can set up your playlists. And then it's going to allow people to go through your different types of videos. So if we go to the videos here, we can see you've got like DIY garage makeover, can it be fixed? So the videos, and you don't even have that many videos yet. So I think that's awesome that you're already doing incredible. But I would say to, make some playlists and get really specific on like, okay, here are some, this is a DIY garage makeover. You've got some with antiques. So you could have a playlist about furniture, like furniture restoration. You could have another one for painting. You could have another one for flipping, whatever it may be. I would make playlists of, but it looks like you're doing great. And hopefully you're using TubeBuddy to write out your titles. These titles look pretty solid. I like that they're pretty long. So DIY garage makeover with, I don't know how to say that, floor paint. I think that's really niche down and awesome. I was back-end step-by-step guide to get organized. So I think your titles are looking really great. And if you ever need help on those, I would recommend using TubeBuddy, but maybe you already are. All right. Hello, Nolan. Awesome. Thank you so much. Love your work too. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. Awesome. So Rachel, Kristen, I'm sorry. See, when you get the name up here on Program Masterpiece, Kristen, amazing job on your channel. Love to see it. Let's go into the next one. Hopefully these tips were really helpful for you and you can bring even more people into your DIY world. All right. So yes, it does cut off. Okay, awesome. So now you have that link to be able to have it where it does not cut off. Okay. Let's continue on. All right, I know we had marketing with Shelby. Okay, so I am going to go with marketing with Shelby next. Marketing with Shelby. Are you still here, Shelby? Where are you at, Shelby? Where are you at? Shelby, are you here? Okay, so hopefully, Shelby, you're still here. Yes, she is. Okay, because we are going to look at Shelby's channel. And I'm going to pull up Shelby's channel right now. Marketing by Shelby. And I love that your name is in it because we know Shelby's name. And what I'm going to do is before, like I said, my ADD kind of kicked in before I showed you this worksheet. So I'm going to show you this worksheet first, and then we're going to look at Shelby's. So here we go. Boop, 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 okay, so here's the worksheet I wanted to show you. Can everybody see this? No, you can't. Okay, wait. I'll share this tab instead. Cool. Okay. So, these are the things that I'm looking at. And you can screenshot this if you want. And if you do screenshot it, like make sure you share it on Instagram. Help a girl out, okay? Make people feel bad that they didn't come to this live. Just kidding. But these are the things that I'm looking at, okay? So what can I tell about your channel at first glance? Who do you help? How do you help them? These are really important that I can see these things right away. I'm looking at your channel banner. Does it have your niche statement? Do I know your offer? Do I know your name? Okay, the channel name. Do I know who you are, right? We just looked at that already with our Our last channel, the featured video. Is it helpful? If you watched my video on how to set up your homepage, then you would know I don't necessarily love channel trailers. I think nobody cares about you until you help them. So might as well have that video be a video that's helping people, right? If you do want a featured video, which I think is a good idea. Playlists, are they optimized? Are they niche down? Are they specific? Do I understand what you're offering me? Do you take me through a sort of journey within the playlist if you have enough videos for it? And then are your videos showing up in search? Thumbnails, are they getting clicks? How are they looking? Okay. So these are the things that we are trying to look at when we are doing these audits. All right. So marketing with Shelby. And Corrine, you can get an audit by, I'm kind of going in order. And so you're going to send me your channel link along with your a sentence of what your niche is and or who you help. Okay, so you have to send me both of those two things. All right, so let's get into it of marketing with Shelby. First off, amazing job, Shelby, of having almost 600 subscribers. Can we get like a what for Shelby? Can we get a what? All right, so right off the bat, I love that I see this beautiful picture of Shelby right there, her face on her channel banner, helping you get your book sold with social media. Okay, cool. So it's really clear about what she offers. She's helping you get your book sold with social media. And she is an author, and she's got her Instagram here, and then she has how to sell books on Instagram and TikTok. So she's got a guide linked here with an arrow. So I think that's all looking really awesome. I would say helping you get your book sold with social media, it could be a little bit even more specific, right? Like what makes you different than other people helping other people sell their books on social media, right? So, or maybe it's a certain type of people you help, right? Like helping chefs get their books sold on social media. I don't know if there's any way you can make it a little bit more specific or like make how you are unique, right? I want to know a little bit more about your personality within the banner if I can. All right. So if you can add like a little more like something that makes it more specific, I would love to see that. I think it would be helpful just to know and be a little bit more niche down on that. Because I do think helping your book get sold on social media is pretty specific, but it could be like why, how. So making the niche statement just like a little bit more in depth, I think would be awesome. Overall, looking solid. And then we have the don't make these 10 book marketing mistakes in 2023. I love that featured video. I think it's an awesome featured video, and it's a really good example of video that's super helpful, and it's done really well for her. It's got 714 views in the last 2 months, so that's wonderful. And yeah, it's looking really, really good. And I love you've got the timestamps and everything, and it looks to be quite optimized. Now we can go into videos. So she's got her most recent videos showing first. So that's awesome. We can see Shelby has a really awesome, I'm sorry, I'm using the word awesome a lot. Okay. These are the things my editor cuts out of my regular videos. Okay. We can see you have a really solid branding. So it's very clear when Shelby's videos come up, it's Shelby's because she's got her brand color, she's using the same fonts, and she's got a photo of her face. So I love that. I think that's super strong. I think you're doing a great job with the thumbnails. Now, the only thing that I would say is sometimes I recommend to actually do the opposite, where your photo is on this side. So see like this picture, because see how these little tabs will cover the wording. So sometimes it can be helpful to have your wording on the left side, and it's not something I think you need to change now, but maybe moving forward in the future, if you've got this smaller writing, knowing if it gets cut off to maybe move it over to the left side and have the picture of you on the right side. But overall, I think the branding looks really fantastic. Sell and grow on TikTok. What am I going to say about this? What am I going to say? I'm going to say, make it more specific. Okay. So this playlist, sell and grow on TikTok, like sell and grow what on TikTok, right? Books. So how to sell your books on TikTok. Something like that I think is a lot more specific. How to sell your books on TikTok. And maybe this is just TikTok growth tips in general, but I would make it, like this channel is all about helping you get your book sold with social media. So I would make this specific to books. Okay. Again, sell and grow on Instagram. I would make this really specific to books, how to sell your books on Instagram. There's just so much less competition there. If you were trying to teach people how to sell and grow on Instagram, you were going to be competing with so many people. It was a long time before I actually got into like the YouTube niche. I grew on YouTube in a different niche other than being a YouTube coach. I grew it with teaching English online. Because it was much more niche down. It was a lot easier. I had less competition. So it's going to be the same thing if you have a playlist that's growing or selling your books on Instagram rather than just like selling anything on Instagram. So don't be afraid to make it specific. It's not going to limit you. It's only going to make you grow faster. And I think that's something that everybody can probably take away from this call today is like niching yourself down is not going to make you grow slower. It's often going to make you grow a lot faster because you're able to actually show up in search because you don't have like millions of people that you're fighting the algorithm with for. Okay. So Shelby said, thank you. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to grow more if I was too niche. So yeah, I think that it definitely niche back down and make those pretty specific because you want to be known for being like the marketing your books person, not just the marketing person. Like if you had got a book to sell, like I'm your girl, right? Like I will sell any book on social media, any way, shape or form, like leave it up to me. Okay, cool. So, the channel though is looking awesome. If we make these more specific, looks like your shorts are killing it. They're looking really good. You're being really consistent. How to launch your book. I love that. I would actually put your shorts last and I would have, because there's already this section here, right, for shorts. So I would say put all your playlists before your shorts.
Today I'm going to walk.
And I love this, like how to launch your book. Again, add something to it, like, and make that spicy. Make it a little, like, show me a little shoulder with that title, okay? How to launch your book, like how to launch your book on social media and sell like crazy. Which playlist appeals to you more? How to launch your book or how to launch your book on social media and sell it like crazy, even if you hate social media? Like, I would pick the second, right? Same thing with book marketing strategy. But overall, I think that your thumbnails are looking awesome. And you have a solid niche. You're being really consistent. You should be super proud of yourself. It's looking great. So hopefully that was helpful. Let's all give like a round of applause for Shelby. Also, I hope nobody can notice, but today, it started last night. I don't know what's happening, but my eye has been twitching. And I went to a cafe today and did work and I like held my eye when I ordered because I was so embarrassed that the guy was going to start judging me. Like, what's wrong with this lady? Is she tweaking out? Maybe. Okay. So let's go to Dog's Discovery Channel. All right. So are you with me, Dog Discovery Channel? Are you with me? And I think you sent me your sentence, right? Did you send me your sentence? Are you still here with me? Okay, I'm not sure. If Dog Discovery Channel is here with me, then I will go about doing that one. And if not, then I'm going to move on to the next. So after Dog Discovery Channel, let's see, who do we have? And if I'm missing some, please let me know. Okay. We have Grateful Tess. Okay, I'm going to move on to Grateful Tess, and if Dog Discovery Channel comes back, we can do hers. But Grateful Tess is here. I'm so sorry, everyone. Thank you for, again. Okay, here we go. Grateful Tess, are you still with me? About silent vlog, slow living, and travel. All right. So if we have Grateful Tess here, let's see. I know some people may have not been able to stay with us, so I might just have to switch it to, if you've sent me your, okay, and let's see, is John with me? John Pulaski. John Pulaski. Okay. All right, Grateful Tess, you are here. Okay, awesome. So let's go about and do Grateful Tesses. I'm going to go to Grateful Tess. I'm going to pull it up. And Grateful Tess. I get it like gratefulness. Grateful Tess. What a little, it's very punny. I love it. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to switch. And is this helpful for everybody? Are we like learning some new things? Am I playing? Oh, like what is happening? It's Grateful Tess's vlog, featured video. Okay, awesome. All right, so I am going to screen share. Yeah, I'm so glad we're learning things. We got 54 people on here. This is very exciting. I'm so excited to see all of you. Let's share the screen. Let's get into some more channel audits. Okay, so we can see that Grateful Tess is about silent vlog, slow living, and travel. So if we go to her channel right off the bat, we see Grateful Tess. Now, this is like, I am already just feeling calm. Who here is feeling like very calm by this channel banner? I'm feeling very calm, but I don't know why. So I would love to know, and I know that this is like, I know this is a vibe with a lot of more like lifestyle channels. So I'd love to know, like, Tess, are you, it seems like there's more like lifestyle-y channel. I would still love it if I knew kind of like who you are. I feel like the channels that can do the thumbnails like these are like really big channels where you automatically already know what they're all about. I think the banner is a great place to share like who you are and who you help and what you're all about. So I would actually edit this and add some information here. You can still go with this like the same minimalistic vibe, but add a little bit more of like what people can expect from you when they come onto your channel. First off, also amazing, you're almost at 500 subs. What? That is incredible. That's a feat in itself. So that's awesome. But I would say not until you hit like 10K do you want to just switch it to Grateful Tess. Like I'd say as you're growing, when people get your channel, most people aren't going to know your channel yet. So it's important that you, when they click onto your channel, because they like the video of yours so much, maybe they found it in search, they click on your channel, they're going to need to learn a little bit about you from right here. I like that one of your first videos, your featured video is the vlog au pair edition, summer in Denmark. So you have a little bit about yourself right here. I think that's nice where you say, you know, hey, I'm Tess, I'm a former au pair. I hope this video will inspire you. And then I would say like inspire you to what? Who is the one person you're trying to pull in on your channel? Are these people or maybe like women that are also really excited about maybe traveling abroad that haven't yet? So, you know, will inspire you to travel abroad or you yourself become an au pair or whatever. Like get specific on what you're wanting people to take away from your channel. Okay, and then we have your most recent videos. I think that's awesome. This is aesthetic that I wish my life was cool enough to have, but it's not. Okay, so these are looking really beautiful. I would say already though, these titles for your videos can be more specific, right? Again, you are, let's see, I don't know how many videos you've had out yet, but it looks like you've got 6 days ago, 12 days ago, 1 month. So you've been consistent, but you're still a newer YouTuber. So you have to make your titles a little bit more specific, right? Like my first mooncake, how could you make that more niche? You could be like my first mooncake as a blank, blank, blank. Like you could describe yourself a little bit more as a solo traveler in Taiwan or something, you know, I don't know, but make it more specific. Make the titles a little bit more searchable. Okay, we always want to be more searchable, and you could use something like TubeBuddy in order to do that, right? I love using TubeBuddy. You can use the Keyword Explorer tool in order to do that and write really solid titles. Okay. Now your shorts are next. I recommend, like I already told someone else, putting your shorts at the bottom because there's already a shorts tab right here that people can get to shorts from. So I think the last thing in your homepage can be shorts unless you're like really super duper into shorts. And then you have popular videos. So I would get like it really specific with this. You have popular videos, but I would say like make it instead travel specific. Okay. So if you are a slow living, you could be like slow living vlogs in Europe, right? So make the playlist specific there. And then for the thumbnails, I think, like I said, they're really beautiful. But again, I don't know, like, and I think you show yourself on these, right? You show your face. So I would, because people don't know you yet, you want to be able to differentiate yourself from other people's channels. So I would put a photo of your face in the thumbnail. So like, even when I do vlogs, I always, even if I want to be more aesthetic, show a picture of my face again, so it's recognizable, so that mine stands out of like, oh, people that know and like my videos, because you're going to have with 500 subscribers, you're going to have people coming back and wanting more from you, but they're not going to know from your thumbnail from the next person's if your face isn't on it. So I would recommend totally to put your face on it. Okay, put a bird on it. Portlandia, anybody? Okay, no, all right. So but it's looking really good. You're being consistent, incredible. I love the vibe so much, Tess. I love it a lot. And yeah, I think just making it a little bit more specific and you're going to just keep scaling, which is super exciting. Okay, let's do another. So I saw Tati Es, Espatia. Tati Espatia. Are you here, Tati? Okay, and if Tati is not here, I'm gonna just like get some people ready. Okay, so I'm basing it off of some here that I had before, but Tati, if you are not here, I'm trying to see. I also have okay, we've got natural English with Sarah and A plus Russian. All right. So I know that I see A plus natural English with Sarah is here, I think also, and A plus Russian. So those are going to be the two next ones. All right. You're so welcome, Tess. I hope that that was really helpful. Okay. So yeah, so I see A plus Russian. Let's get into it. And I think that also oh, dog discovery is here too. Okay, so let's get into dog discovery. You're still here. Okay, we'll start with dog discovery, and then I'll do the next ones I said, which was natural English and A plus Russian. Okay, cool. All right, dog discovery. My poor clients, they're on coaching calls with me, I sing talk a lot on those coaching calls. So if you're ever interested in joining MCA, just know that that is a regular occurrence. Okay, so dog discovery, can you please send me your still here? Okay, I'm gonna look up your channel right now, dog discovery channel, and we're gonna go through it. I have not had a dog discovery or just like a dog client before, so I'm really excited to look at this one. I love dog channels. Now can you send me the link to this one again, because maybe I'm gonna go to, I thought I had I've got some of these starred, but I'm gonna need dog discovery channel. I'm gonna need your link one more time. All right. If you could send that to me, that would be superb. And then I will get into the next ones here. All right. Now, while we are waiting for dog discovery to, oh, okay, here we go. Dog discovery channel. That's what I looked up. Let me do that one more time. At dog discovery channel. Let's do this. At dog discovery channel. For some reason, I can't click on these, the links within here. So it's been a real pill. Let me tell you. Okay. Okay. Do like this. Amazing. All right, dog discovery channel, I found you. We did it. We did it. Okay. And then, like I said, next we are doing natural English with Sarah and A plus Russian. I know A plus Russian is here. So awesome. I'm trying to go in the order of like people that were here. So really appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Okay. Discovery channel. Yep, yo. Perfect. Okay. So let's look at dog discovery channel. Now, first off, this is adorable. This channel is devoted to the love, care, and happiness of all dogs around the world. We will provide dog training tips, amazing facts, and entertainment. Okay, so I would love to know, dog discovery channel, do you show your face on your channel? Like, please let me know if you share your face on your channel. Okay, that's going to be really important for me to know. But what we can see here is a lot of just kind of, let's see. We've got how pocket bully pups should look like. Are dog parks bad? That's something I'm afraid of them. Watch what happened when aggression met the dog park. Okay, so it depends. I want to know if you show your face in your channel, there's going to be a couple different things that I would say about this. So I always recommend for a personal brand channel, it doesn't look like, it looks like maybe this is just like some random footage with your text over it. So I would be pretty specific, right? Like, again, I don't know how to differentiate your channel from anybody else's channel. So why would I subscribe to you rather than somebody else's, right? So I want it to be really clear. It looks like you have branding of your colors and of your fonts. So that should also be clear here in your thumbnails, right? And when I look at your video thumbnails, I can't differentiate you from somebody else. So I want to really be able to do that. So maybe that means you also have your logo and it says Dog Discovery Channel on it, on the thumbnail somewhere. That would probably be helpful, but you need to be able to differentiate yours from other people's. And yes, so if you also are going to be using your face on it, then like I would add, again, personal brands are personal. And so maybe this isn't a personal brand, but if it is, it's really important if you want to be able to have people hire you to give them dog training lessons or tips and things like that, then people want to see a face behind it. How can you be a trusted source over other people when it comes to dog tips if you're going to share tips? So I would put your face on here if that's something you're wanting to do. Or if you're going to keep with the Frenchie, then like have that kind of be like in all of your stuff, just so again, you want to have it be really clear that it's your channel. We're really trying to stand out here, right? But also, first off, congratulations on hitting that 1K. That's amazing. And we want to continue to grow, and then people coming back and building community by knowing who we are. So we can see on your homepage, the biggest American bully ever. Are they bigger than Hulk? So this is a video for you that's done really well. It's a short. So I think that's great. But I would even add like maybe making this video a little bit more specific, like dog tips, right? If you are a channel that's providing dog training tips, then I would say that this should be the first video here, should be dog training tips, okay? And then I would have a playlist that says, you know, best dog training tips for puppies or best dog training tips for adolescent dogs or things like that. Like get specific and make these playlists and make content that's searchable for this audience that's interested in dog tips, right? So right now, if you're using a lot of other like top 10 strong and most dangerous dog breeds, you could do like breed facts and like dog breed facts playlist, and you know that could be one where we're talking about those things as well. If you're not just wanting to do the training tips and also having kind of things about dogs, that's also helpful. But make the playlist and make them really specific and make sure that they all kind of look like the Dog Discovery Channel branding so that you can stand out. And like I said, I would like, don't be shy. I would show your face and I would like share your face and share tips and use again TubeBuddy to create searchable content. But overall, I think awesome job. And if you can start adding those things, I think that's wonderful. And I really like that you have a really clear banner. The dimensions seem to be good. And yeah, and I would say this is kind of hard to read the Dog Discovery Channel. So I might just make this dog like the whole circle. Like you don't need it to say Dog Discovery Channel again here. You could just make the dog face like a little bit bigger. Okay. But overall, awesome job. I hope those tips are helpful. All right. So next, thanks everybody for being so supportive of one another. So we had, I know that A+ Russian is here. Okay. So I'm going to give that one a go next. Hey, Scott, I am using StreamYard. What is up? We've got historical Jolita in the house. Johanna. Okay. So I'm going to do A+ Russian, and A+ Russian first up. I would just want to thank you so much for voting in our polls, and I saw your comments. So I'm really excited that you were here for the live, and I'm stoked to look at your channel. So I'm going to pull up A+ Russian. Now, if you are here with us now and I haven't gotten to yours, I'm going to maybe try and have somebody come on with me next time to help me with all the comments. So I'm sorry if I'm missing some people's. I'll try and go through and make sure I get to you next time that I do this. But let me. Awesome. Okay. Kristen Moon said she's still here. All right. And I'm going to try and get to as many as I can. All right. So let's go to A+ Russian, and we are going to screen share it here. Now, remember what we're going to be looking at. We're looking at what can we tell first glance? Who do you help? How do you help them? What's your channel banner looking like? Your channel name, featured video, playlist, YouTube videos. How are the thumbnails doing? Are your titles searchable? All of these things. Okay. So let's share our screen, and we're going to go to A+ Russian. A+ Russian. All right. So we have right here, we've got Russian, people, country, language. We stand with Ukraine, and we have support our work. I think this is Patreon. So I love that you've got a picture of you two as a couple. You've got a bear. So I think that this channel banner is strong, but it could be stronger because I don't exactly know what you mean by people, country, language. I would love to like be able to read a sentence that kind of explains a bit more like what I can get from your page, right? So if I scroll through here, we can select America versus Russia, stories of Russia, speak Russian like a native. So it seems like you've got this really cool personal brand where people get to know you, but also they get to learn Russian, right? I would imagine that's what like A+ Russian stands for. So I would put A+ Russian. You want to make sure the name of your channel is in your banner. So you want to have A+ Russian, and then you want to have a sentence of like, I went back to Russia. Did I leave my husband? Did American Lenny? Okay, so it sounds like Lenny is American and Olga is Russian. Did I get that right? So, yes, first, yeah, and I love everyone's so supportive in this community. I love it. Yes, first off, amazing that you got to 2.5 thousand. So that's incredible. And yeah, I really like how what they've done is they've created this really beautiful personalized brand where they're also providing value and they're like teaching something. They're teaching Russian. And so I think it's really cool. They share bits about their life and their culture, but also they have these really cool videos where it's like speak Russian like a native. Okay. So I would make it really clear, like, helping you speak Russian, and also sharing like culture, about our culture and people as as a couple. And you could even put like here, you could have a little arrows pointing to you in the banner, like Olga Russian, and then you could put Lenny American. Like if that's I think, am I right? I think I haven't watched your videos yet, but if that's correct, then I would like put a little thing, because even that, like having that of people like knowing this is Olga and she's from Russia, and this is Lenny and he's from the US, and you could even be like, have like little wedding rings in between so people understand like easily with just one glance, understanding that like you are in a cross-cultural marriage. Is that an expression, right? But in 1 second of looking at it, I already know that. So they're really cool ways that you can do these things that people understand what your brand is all about right away, really easily. So, okay, those are the things I would add in the channel banner. And like I said, I would make sure that you go back and look at my banner tutorial with the template so that you can make sure the sizing of that's right. I'm going to add that in there. Okay. We've pivoted away from teaching and more into cultural exploration. Okay, so I think that's cool if you've pivoted into cultural exploration. Okay, Lenny's American but of Russian heritage. Okay, cool. So yeah, I would say then that like that should be the sentence there. Then you could say something like just more of a sentence explaining like what your channel is all about and how you're providing value and why people should be interested in it. And I've got that link for the banner for you there. But other than that, I think it's looking really nice. You've got this, I went back to Russia. Did I leave my husband behind? I think that in itself is just like so interesting, right? Like, ooh, I want to know. Obviously, other people did too. So it's got a lot of views. So that's awesome. So I really like that this is your first video. And then America versus Russia, immigration, culture, people. So I love, okay, this is something I want everyone to take note of. Look how they have a sentence below their playlist. Everybody should do this. Have a sentence. Why not, right? And I would wonder, Olga, if you watched my video on how to create your, set up your homepage. If you did, let me know. I would love to know. Yeah, I would totally recommend that everybody watch my video where I show you how to set up a homepage and add in a sentence and make it short because it'll cut off if you make it too long, right? But they've got this really nice sentence that says, learn about Russia, Russian and Russians as refugees, immigrants, and foreign exchange students in the United States. I think that's awesome. It's really clear on what it's providing in this video or in this playlist, okay? We can see I left Russia and had to go back after I met him. And so this is an example of a title that's going to be more something that's going to be like pushed out by YouTube browse features and people's homepages rather than being as searchable. But if you also wanted to make it searchable, you could add something like after I met him, you could add something like Russian American relationship or marriage or things like that someone might actually search as well. That could be helpful, but it's already getting pushed out a bit, so I wouldn't change it now, but just something for future reference as well. You can always add to the title a little bit to make it more searchable. But I'm loving your thumbnails. I think they're really solid. They're like I wouldn't say clickbait, but they like pull me in, so I love that. And I like that you're always using pictures of your faces, so it's really clear that it's A+ Russians video, right? and speak Russian like a native. I think that's great. Stories of Russia, Russian language learning. Again, I would put your shorts at the end, and then you've got your awesome. I know you're moving away from the language, but you've got your language video, so I think that's looking really good. But overall, I know I don't have that much to say here. I think you're doing a really great job. Just keep doing what you're doing, making it a little bit more clear than on like your homepage what you do. But it looks like your videos are doing quite well, and you're staying really consistent. So you can see 8 days ago, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So, but yeah, I really like these thumbnails. These are great examples of it's really clear that Olga is the face of the brand, right? And so I know what, like immediately if I'm looking and I like a lot of Russian channels that, oh, this is Olga's and this is A+ Russian. And I would say, I would add, like I said, I would really add your names. If you are that personal brand and you're going to be talking and sharing about you and your husband a lot, then I would make sure, A+ Russian with Olga and Lenny. So I would add the names in there too, so people can know more about you and feel like that connection, right? Okay, good. All right. So, here we go. Cool. Let's see. We've got natural English with Sarah. Okay. So I'm going to go, I don't know if natural English with Sarah, I don't think she's here anymore. So I'm going to move on to the next channel. All right. I see. I've been trying to kind of star people as they came. Okay, here we go. So, all right. We've got Quilting Curve Studio. Kathia Colleen. Okay, I'm just going to do a few more, and then I'm going to try to Hey Latoya. Okay, yeah, so good to see some of my clients in here in this call. And all right. Cool. All right. So I am going to go on to the next channel. So I've gotten the last couple. And like I said, if I didn't get to yours, I'm so sorry. I'm going to try and start doing this to make this a regular thing. But if Quilting Curve is here, or if Kathia Kalinilin, I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. Oh, natural English with Sarah. Okay, you were here. Okay, so Sarah, we're going to start with yours. Natural English with Sarah. I'm so sorry. The chat is like a little Hey, Kristen. Oh, we got Jamie here. Shout out to I love you, Jamie. So good to see you. Okay, so we're going to move on to natural English with Sarah. And Sarah, it is at natural English with Sarah. Okay, so natural English with Sarah. We got a couple more, and then we are going again. Like I said, we're going to be making these more like regular. So no worries if you didn't get to yours. I'm going to try and write down as many people's as I can. That way I can get to you next time we do this. Maybe I'll do it either next week or 2 weeks from now. But we're going to try and make it on the regular. Okay, so we're going to share Sarah's. Can everybody see my screen? I was still screen sharing. Okay, so natural English with Sarah. We've got, this is a new channel. Can we give a round of applause? New channel. Okay, so Sarah, first off, amazing. Congratulations. You did the hard thing of starting the channel up. So really, really incredible. Now, I want to remind everyone, we are going over these things, right? What can you tell at first glance? Who do you help? How do you help them? The channel banner, the channel name, featured videos, playlists, videos, are they optimized? Okay, so natural English with Sarah. We have natural English with Sarah. And then I would say, I think this is really strong. It's really clear, obviously, like what your channel is all about. But I would add the sentence, like, you've got the channel banner for a reason of letting people understand why they're coming to you. So if you can make it more clear, like, what differentiates you from other people, right? When you say natural English, what do you mean? Are you making people be able to speak English and feel like like conversationally, naturally. Like, I would love a sentence that is just a little bit more clear of like, why you, right? Share with me a little bit more about who you help and why. Okay. That niche statement, that the outline that I always like to say is like, I help who do you help with what and how do you help them? Okay. So if you can break those things down in a sentence, I think that would be really wonderful. And you could add it in here and just make these things a little bit smaller. And like I said, again, you can use that channel banner worksheet that I will add again. I've added a lot of times, so I'm just add it because it's got a template in it. Okay. Fluency coach, I will add that. Amazing. Yeah, fluency coach I think is really helpful to add as a sentence, Sarah. I think that's wonderful. So like your fluency coach to speak English confidently, or your guide to fluency and speaking confidently. I don't know, could add a little sentence. You could use AI to help you write it. If people don't know about hypotenuse, oh my gosh, we should just look at it really quick because it's so incredible. I'll show it to you here in a second, but I love it so much, and you could use it. You can get a free 7-day trial and try it out. It's awesome. Okay, so the first thing we have is shorts. Sarah, I would still have your regular videos before you have your shorts. And even though you don't have a lot of videos right now, you could still create playlists. You would have one playlist where it's like 3 ways to say cheers, and then welcome to my fluency channel, English Brit. Okay, so as you get more videos, I would say try and get like 5 to 10 videos, and then you can make a playlist on like English phrases 101, like how to, certain thing, something like that, English phrases, even fluency, like it could be a little bit more niche down. Like, do you help? I have a client who was medical English with Melissa, right? That's really specific. She helped medical professionals learn English, and it was a very, very, like, she had so many clients that specifically want to work with her because she'd been in the medical field, and so she knew it. So what for you, like fluency, who are you trying to make fluent, right? Who are your ideal clients that you want to be working with? Okay. So I think that it would be really, really helpful if, oh, sorry, I'm going to hide that one. It would be really, really helpful if you can get more clear on who you're helping, make it more specific. Okay. But I think overall you're doing great. I really like the thumbnails here. I would say that the wording on here could be a little bit bigger. Like I can't really read Sarah Stanley PGCE. I have to squint to be able to read that. So I would take out that and make the wording a little bit bigger and try and stick with the same branding. So this branding here and this brand here are a little bit different. Pick the branding that you're going to be using and stick with it now throughout in the beginning. So if you don't have a branding guide yet, highly recommend to make one and then stick with it moving forward. But honestly, you're doing great. You're doing the hard work. I love this title, 3 ways to say cheers, British English quick tips. It's pretty niche, it's pretty specific, so you're doing awesome. Can we give a round of applause for Sarah? But get specific, like I said, who are you helping specifically? I still even think the natural English with Sarah could be a little less broad and could be more niche and would allow you to scale even faster. All right. Okay, where did all of my chats go? All right, so our next one we have was, I don't know if Quilting Curve Studio is here or Katia is here. Those were, yes, you're so welcome, Sarah. Yes, okay, Katia is here. And Katia, can you tell me again? I know it was, all right, so we've got Katia's, here we go. Okay, so we are going to go to Katia. And I wish I can't pull you in here, so I'm sorry if I'm gonna. Kalinline? Did I say that totally wrong? I'm so sorry if I did. Okay. I have found you. Okay. Can we give a big round of applause because Katia is almost at 10K. Ooh, all right. So let's give her channel a look skis. We've definitely gone over the 45-minute mark, but we're just going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. So Manny says hi. We can see we've got Cali 9 Designs, artist, designer, card maker, paper crafter. I love sharing my love of crafting, DIYs, and creativity with fellow artists. So She's got a sentence about what she's about. She's got a picture of herself. She has her brand name here. So I think that's great. And I would think, okay, so I love sharing my love of crafting DIYs, creative with fellow artists. There's a lot of things here. Artist, designer, card maker, paper crafter. Those are a lot of things. I would love to know, like, what are you specifically known for? So what I would say is if we go to the latest videos, we can see you've got one, my favorite way to make wax seals. Oh, that's really neat. Easy two for one window pop-up cards. So a lot of these look like cards. Also, my mom is like a card. She makes cards all day long. So I'm going to definitely show her your channel because she's obsessed with making cards. She's literally making my dad and I cards right now because our birthdays are in April. But I would have a playlist that's like all on cards. And it looks like a lot of your channel is card making, and that's such an awesome niche. I know so many women are into it. So okay, I'm going to say what I said to one of the channels that we were just on, the dog discovery channel, is I can't tell that these thumbnails are yours. So I would love when I'm looking up cards to know that, like, oh, this is Katya's video. It's kind of clear here, like you've got a vibe to it, but like I would recommend, if you're not showing your face on your channel, that's fine, but then like maybe have your logo in it or something that always like really allows yours to stand out, like, oh, that's Katya's channel. Because I wouldn't know from like this, this could be anybody's if I click on it. And I think it's really important when we're building our YouTube channels, we want to build community, right? Building community is super important. We can't build community if people can't differentiate us from others. I know that they're all your thumbnails. So I would say that just having something that is clear, like if I were to search up DIY layered cover, what I'm saying, like DIY layered card cover plate dies, right? So if I look something up, I would imagine, see your video comes up. Oh, we've got a lot of yours. But see, like this person's here, the ton stamps, like I don't know these, I can see that this is, you have a similar vibe here, but it could also, like a lot of these, like this could be you. I can't differentiate you that much from other people's, but I can, this artist lady, it's really clear that which ones are hers because she has her face on them. So I would recommend adding your face onto them if you want. Oh my gosh, you can tell I'm obsessed with Say Yes to the Dress. I'm sorry. But if not, then maybe adding like your logo. I think these already do look similar, but adding your logo onto them would be really awesome. Or if you want, like even adding your picture, like some of these women are, could be really helpful. Again, it just makes you stand out from other channels. Cool. And let's see. But yeah, I think you're doing awesome. This is such it's such a really good niche. And I would even make it more specific, like artist, designer. If the main channel is all about cards, then I would say like your go-to channel for all things card making and creative card making. If that's the main thing that you want to be known for, artist and designer is really, really broad. Get specific. You want to be known for something specific. I always say, like, why would you be invited to go talk somewhere? You have to be specific about, like who you are and what you offer. If I'm like, oh yeah, Katya, she's an artist. Like, no, people wouldn't probably say, be like, oh, Katya, she's got this amazing channel where she teaches you card DIYs, right? So like your go-to place for card DIYs, niche it down. And I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, put your face on your thumbnails and then like keep going because you're doing incredible. And maybe add some more specific playlists using that video where I show you how to set up your homepage. I would definitely add playlists for, I know you've got card making hacks. I think that's awesome. I would set them up a little bit differently so they show up like this. I think it's easier for people to see. And so if you don't know how to do that, make sure you watch that video. But overall, it's looking great. If you make those tweaks, then you're good to go. I am so excited for you to hit 10K. That's exciting. You should have a party. I had a party when I hit 10K. Have a little party. Okay, so I'm just going to do, add some playlists too. Awesome. Now, I think Quilting Curve Studio was here. So she said, I am here. And so we're going to end on Quilting Curve Studio. I really appreciate everybody coming. And I hope this has been so helpful. Like I said, if I didn't get to yours today, I'm going to try and get to them. And you can send, what I'd like you to do is if you've already sent a link, because I'm ending now, I'd love for you to send your channel links one more time. And I'm going to try and screenshot them all before I end today, just so that I can have an idea when we have the next one, so I can try and get to those first, okay? All right, so Quilting Curve Studio. What's a party without singing and dancing, right? That's no party I want to be part of. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Quilting Curve Studios channel. What are we looking at again? Are people making tweaks to their channels as we're doing this? I would love if the answer were yes. Give me a yes if you've changed things about your channel since we started this live. Have you changed some things? Can I get a what? Yes. Okay. All right. So I didn't see anybody say yes, they changed anything, but yes. Okay, thank you, Gentle Core Yoga. And I know that yours was one of them I didn't get to, so I'm going to put yours down to get into it next time. Okay, so we've got Quilting Curve Studio, and I'm going to share this screen, share screen. Alrighty then. Okay, so Quilting Curve Studio. First off, beautiful quilting. I don't have the patience in my life. So I'm assuming that you are just like a really patient person and I would like to be your friend. Who are you though? Don't know your name, right? Where's your name at? And I know some people don't want to share their name, but Sam Alberts and Quilting Curve. Is your name Sam? Quilting Curve Studio, let me know, because if your name is Sam, then that shows me like you're cool sharing your name, but maybe that's like the name of a brand. I do not know anything about quilting, so I would say like Sam. I'm gonna be really embarrassed if it is not your name and it's just like something random about quilting, but I would put Sam Alberts of Quilting Curve Studio, and then again your banner. You need to have your name, and then you need to have your name, and then like what's your sentence about? Why are you unique? Why should somebody subscribe to your channel over somebody else's, right? Like helping you quilt luxury, like making quilting easy or something like that, right? So it's really important that you get clear on your channel banner, okay? And then I like you do have a channel trailer, and so share a little bit here about okay, I think your name's Sam. Okay, cool. Cool. So this is like your little trailer about yourself. So I would say actually you can leave this up if you want, but it may be helpful to actually just add like one of your most popular quilting videos instead of having a channel trailer. But you could if I didn't watch it too much, but it doesn't sound like you share like too much about yourself. So I would instead make this like a really helpful how-to video, because again, people don't care about you until you help them. So might as well put one of your most popular videos so they can watch it, boom, right when they get onto your homepage, and you could suck them in with your great content. Ooh, all right. And then playlists. So we want the playlist. You want to have more. Maybe they could be, and this is a really great example. If we go back to kind of we were talking with Kathia about making your thumbnails really apparently yours. Like these are very obviously all Quilting Curve Studio. Look, she has Quilting Curve Studio within the thumbnail. I think that's awesome. She's got, it's just really clear they're hers. So I think these are really beautiful. I don't know what block, I don't know what any of these things mean, but I think that a quilting person would, right? And I think the only way that this could be made even a little bit better is if Sam had a picture of herself. So, yes, Sam, thank you. I'm sorry, Sam. Okay, so I think, Sam, if you had a picture of yourself, because you show yourself in your videos, I think it wouldn't hurt to put, oh my gosh, these are so beautiful. Wow, this quilt behind you is so cool. I would maybe add your face. You don't have to add them like retroactively, but maybe moving forward, you could add your face if you want. I think you would see your click-through rate increase. Now, if you're like, what's the click-through rate? I don't know what my click-through rate is. You need to make sure you go into your channel analytics. So I'm going to show everybody how to find your channel analytics really quick in order to see what your click-through rate is. So if you go onto your channel and you go to your YouTube studio. So if I go here, I go to my YouTube studio, and you can see here on my dashboard, I can then go to analytics. And when I go to analytics, I can actually see how my thumbnails are doing, right? And so it's not loading right now because I think I'm streaming and trying to look at things at the same time. YouTube's like, what do I do? But once that pops up, I'll show you all. But you really want to make sure you're looking at click-through rates, okay? It's going to be important. So if you see you've got a lower click-through rate, people aren't clicking on your thumbnail that much. It should be a low click-through rate is anything, I think, like a high click-through rate is like 5% and up. But if it's lower than that, then you want to make sure that you kind of make some tweaks onto your thumbnails to make them stronger. Okay. So I think these are quite strong, but if you could add your face, I bet you would see an increase. Like I would wonder actually if this one is actually does better than some of your other ones. And you could see actually has it has more views, and so sometimes people do like, there's something about the face that people really love in thumbnails. Okay, that's why you see in everyone's, like all the top YouTubers, their thumbnails are the pictures of their face, like they're so ridiculous, but that's because it works. But honestly, just huge congrats on your channel. You've been staying super consistent. You've been posting only, it looks like, for the last 2 months, and you're already at almost 600 subs. So like that's really incredible. I love to see it, and you're doing fantastic. So I would just add, again, like change the banner, make the playlist a little bit more specific, and add a sentence about like what makes you unique, and you're good to go. And we haven't looked at the about section, but you can see I'm a professional custom long arm quilter. Here I shared tips, tutorials, and everything else related to quilting. And you could even add like this could literally be the sentence that you put in the banner. Okay, so awesome job. It's looking really good. Killing it. Everybody's killing it. All right. How do you access the banner worksheet that I shared? If you go to the link of the video that I shared, you'll be able to find it in that video. So it's linked under the video, the template. So I'll put it one more time. Okay, so I hope that this has been really, really helpful. Oh, is YouTube analytics down? Olga, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I can't get it. Yeah, it says, oops, something went wrong. So maybe channel analytics is down right now. Maybe they're doing something. They're making some changes. So I can't show you that now, but I'll show you in the next live. And I do have videos showing analytics if people ever want to check those out. But yeah, so that's going to be our last review for the day. I went like half hour over what I was supposed to, but oops, I love doing these. These are really fun. I'm going to keep doing this. And I hope that it provides a lot of value to you. And like I said, I really appreciate this community so much. Like, I'm so grateful. It was so cool. The other day, somebody posted that they were afraid to post their YouTube video. And like, there were 30 comments of people being like, you can do it. And I was like, oh, it was just so cool. So I'm going to make sure that I try and save as many of these. And I'm so sorry for those, like Gustavo, I'm sorry I didn't get to yours. And there were a couple others that I know I definitely didn't get to, like Cavern Saga. Okay, so I'm going to try and save the chat, and I get to these first when I do my next one. All right. Yes. All right, Karine. Yeah, I'll try and get to yours for sure next time, and I'm going to make that list. I think I'll be able to save the chat box, but I hope everybody has an amazing Monday. Make those little tweaks on your channel. And one last time, I'm going to send all of those videos that I recommend you watch today after this, the banner and how to set up your home page. I think that's going to be really, really helpful. And then if you need the YouTube thumbnail help, but for sure that 1 and 2 are going to be really, really vital for you. Okay. Have an awesome night, and I will see you next time. All right. Oh, thank you so much, More Adventure. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, yeah, Gentle Core Yoga. Don't worry. That's one I forgot to. I'm going to screenshot there too. Gentle Core Yoga is one that I definitely needed to do as well. So I'll make sure that I get to these next time I do one. Melissa teaching. Don't mind me. I'm just screenshotting some of these. Sorry, guys. Okay. I think I could say I've never used StreamYard before though, so I just don't know. So I'm just gonna take some screenshots here. Haydar, thanks for being here. Gustav, please. Okay, cool. All right, everyone. Well, like I said, have a good night, and I will see you next live. Ooh, and I'll keep you posted on when that's gonna be. All right, have a great night. Bye.